Bauhaus for us is a movement, or let's say it's a source of inspiration. It's not so much a blueprint to do things, it's more a thinking. And now Bauhaus was forward thinking, and we are looking for sources of inspiration that are forward thinking. Now, the key is we are living in the 21st century, so we cannot repeat what was, let's say, 80 years ago relevant. We have to use it and translate it in the 21st century. So essentially it's Bauhaus thinking we want to apply to the 21st century environments. And that leads us to good value, I mean value, what the product does for you. It leads us to great functionality and getting the maximum out of less. So reduce to the max, that is the number 3 thing that we get out of the Bauhaus thinking nowadays. But the key essential is for us human needs as a starting point. Then simplicity to make things happen, because if it's not simple, it will not happen. We know it. You have 80 whatever functions and you only use 2 of them. Then to that we have to add value, like we do in the design. So the design has to add value for the end user, for the environment, for the whole process. And those 3 together will help us to create relevant environments for today and tomorrow. When we started Core, essentially we thought about a simple table. It really was only a table, and keep it as clean and simple as possible. In the dialogue with the Kimball developing team, I must say, it evolved far beyond tables. It became an environment. So that means we had a need for vertical structures. A bench or a conference table is a horizontal structure. But then we expanded the offering into the carts. And we have the low carts that we call a companion, and we have the high carts. And that provides us now vertical surfaces. And vertical surfaces, if you want, are a kind of movable walls, giving privacy, giving surfaces to write on, to protect on, hang on functions, even expanded into storage and seating. It's not driven by furniture, it's driven by space, or let's say by environments. And a certain environment may change depending on the user, and the changing needs of the user. Nowadays we can work in different places, so you cannot assume that the same person will repeatedly come to that space doing the same thing. We are not thinking in furniture primarily, we are thinking in human needs. So what we try to detect is what is needed from the human or end user's perspective, and not from the installer's perspective or the dealer's perspective or the architect's perspective only. All those perspectives tie together in the idea of an environment. So all contribute to a certain extent to that environment and has to be taken into consideration to make a good job. So not the furniture is the starting point, it is the environment. And based on that, the human needs in that certain environment.